Imagine bumping your arm against a door frame. It's a simple, everyday accident. A little sore, maybe a bruise pops up, but you know it'll heal in a few days. Now, what if it didn't heal? What if, instead of fading away, that bruise started to harden? What if the muscle tissue beneath your skin, instead of repairing itself, decided to turn into bone? Solid, unyielding bone. This isn't a scene from a horror movie. This is the reality for people with an incredibly rare genetic condition called Fibrodysplasia Ossificans, or FOP. It's more commonly known by its terrifying nickname, Stone Man Syndrome. FOP is a disease that slowly, progressively, imprisons a person inside their own body. It all stems from a tiny, single-letter mutation in their genetic code. This one mistake completely hijacks the body's natural repair system. Normally, when you get injured, your body sends signals to heal the damaged tissue. But in someone with FOP, the signals get crossed. Instead of healing muscle, tendons, and ligaments, the body panics and builds bone. A second skeleton begins to form, an internal armor growing over the one you were born with. This isn't just a few extra bone spurs. We're talking about ribbons and sheets of solid bone that span across joints, fusing them together permanently. The progression is relentless. It often starts in childhood, maybe after a fall on the playground or even a routine vaccination. A mysterious, painful swelling appears and then hardens. Slowly, the neck might lock into place, making it impossible to turn your head. Then, the shoulders and elbows freeze, locking the arms in a fixed position. The jaw can fuse shut, making eating and speaking incredibly difficult. One of the most life-threatening aspects is when the extra bone forms around the rib cage, creating a rigid, bony cage. This severely restricts the lungs' ability to expand, making every breath a struggle. It turns a simple cold or respiratory infection into a life-or-death situation. Now, you might be thinking, why can't doctors just remove the extra bone? This is the cruelest twist of FOP. Surgery, which is meant to heal, is seen by the body as a major injury. If a surgeon attempts to cut out the unwanted bone, the body's haywire repair system goes into overdrive. It responds to the trauma of the surgery by creating an explosive, aggressive growth of even more bone, often making the person's condition significantly worse than before. Even a simple muscle biopsy to diagnose the condition can trigger a permanent lockup of that limb. Injections into the muscle, dental work that requires stretching the jaw, even a minor bump or fall, all of these can spark a new flare-up, a new piece of the prison being built. So, patients are caught in a devastating paradox. Any attempt to break free from the bony cage only reinforces it, adding more bars and making the trap tighter. They live in a constant state of caution, trying to avoid any physical trauma that could steal another piece of their mobility. As the disease advances, individuals are faced with an unimaginable choice. They must decide, often early in life, in what position they want to be permanently frozen. Do they want to spend the rest of their lives locked in a sitting position, or a standing one? Because once the hips and knees fuse, there is no going back. That position becomes their permanent reality. The final stage of FOP is often described as becoming a living statue. The mind remains completely sharp, aware, and alive. The person can still feel, think, and dream just like anyone else, but their body becomes a tomb of bone, an unmoving statue with a living, conscious person trapped inside. It is a condition that forces us to confront the fragility of our own bodies and the terrifying ways our own biology can turn against us. It's a stark reminder of the delicate balance that keeps us healthy and moving. While researchers are working tirelessly to find a treatment, for now, those living with FOP continue their quiet, courageous battle against a body that is turning to stone. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as fascinating and humbling as I did, consider subscribing for more deep dives into the mysteries of the human body and the world around us. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.